Buckle up, sci-fi enthusiasts and comedy lovers alike. Rick Moranis is making a triumphant return to the silver screen after decades in the shadows, and it's all wrapped up in a sequel that's bound to spark heated debates among fans. But here's where it gets controversial. Is reviving a beloved parody like this a stroke of genius or a risky gamble that could tarnish the original's legacy? The beloved actor, famous for his iconic roles in films like Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, is stepping back into live action after a lengthy break. This comeback comes courtesy of Spaceballs 2, the eagerly anticipated follow-up to the 1987 cult classic Spaceballs. For those new to the fun, Spaceballs is a hilarious sci-fi parody that pokes fun at epic space sagas, blending slapstick humor with clever jabs at franchises like Star Wars, Star Trek, and Alien. Think of it as a comedic take on intergalactic adventures, where absurdity reigns supreme and no sacred cow is spared. Moranis will reprise his unforgettable character, the pompous Lord Dark Helmet, joining forces with a stellar ensemble that includes Bill Pullman as the heroic Lone Star, Mel Brooks as the wise, Yoda-inspired figure Yogurt, Daphne Zuniga as the spirited Princess Vespa, and George Wyner as the loyal Colonel Sanders. And this is the part most people miss. The film isn't just a reunion. It's welcoming fresh faces to the wacky cosmic escapade. Newcomers like Josh Gad, known for his voice work in animated hits and his role in the Book of Mormon, Keke Palmer, the versatile actress from Nope and Scream Queens, Bill Pullman, son of Bill and an up-and-coming talent from Top Gun Maverick, and Anthony Carrigan, who brought intensity to Barry, are set to add their unique flair to the mix. Amazon MGM Studios has officially unveiled the complete cast now that filming is in full swing, even sharing a charming behind-the-scenes snapshot of the stars, scribes, and director gathered for a table read. The movie is slated to hit theaters in 2027, giving fans plenty of time to speculate and hype it up. Directing the project is Josh Greenbaum, whose previous credits include the quirky comedies Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar and Will Harper, bringing a fresh, offbeat sensibility to the helm. The screenplay comes from the collaborative efforts of Josh Gad, Benji Samit, and Dan Hernandez, who are crafting a story that's as cheeky as the original. While the full title and detailed plot remain under wraps, Amazon MGM playfully teased in their press release that the title is rumored to be the name of the movie and plot details are being described as information about what happens in the story. An earlier, tongue-in-cheek summary hinted at it being a non-prequel, non-reboot sequel Part 2 but with reboot elements franchise expansion film. Just like its predecessor, expect plenty of witty riffs on popular sci-fi worlds, perhaps with updated jokes that nod to modern blockbusters or even social media trends for that extra layer of humor. Moranis' journey back to acting is particularly poignant. After losing his wife Ann Belsky to cancer in 1991, he stepped away from the spotlight to focus on family and personal healing. He had been gearing up for a return in 2020 with another Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel, but the COVID-19 pandemic put those plans on indefinite hold. Since then, he's lent his voice to animated projects, but his last live-action appearance was in 1997's Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. This revival isn't just a career move. It's a personal milestone that might resonate with anyone who's faced setbacks and come back stronger. At the helm of this comedic powerhouse is Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old legend whose genius birthed timeless classics like The Producers, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, and History of the World Part 1. Brooks not only directed and co-wrote the first Spaceballs, but is now producing the sequel, ensuring that signature Brooks humor, sharp, irreverent, and endlessly entertaining, flows through every frame. Joining him in the producer's chair are heavyweights from Imagine Entertainment, Brian Grazer, Ron Howard, and Jed Brody, alongside Josh Gad, Josh Greenbaum, and Kevin Salter. Executive producers include Adam Merrims, Benji Samit, and Dan Hernandez. Rounding out a team dedicated to delivering laughs that could rival the original's cult status. But here's the real debate starter. In an era of endless reboots and sequels, does Spaceballs 2 honor the spirit of the 1987 film? Or does it risk diluting its charm by trying too hard to be relevant? Some fans might argue that parodies like this are timeless and can evolve with the times, while others could see it as unnecessary nostalgia mining. And this is the part most people miss. With Moranis' emotional return, the film carries a deeper layer of storytelling about resilience and second chances, which might elevate it beyond mere comedy. What do you think, readers? Are you excited to see Rick Moranis don his helmet again? Or do you worry that reviving 80s classics can sometimes fall flat? Do reboots like this breathe new life into old favorites? Or should we let sleeping parodies lie? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, or have a controversial take of your own? Let's discuss.